Hi, it's Owen. We're here at DJ Tech Direct in Birmingham, and today I'm going to run through the really exciting new Denon SC5000 Prime multimedia players from Denon DJ, and a little bit as well on the Denon X1800 Prime DJ mixer as well. We're going to do another video on this mixer, but really want to focus on just how amazing the SC5000 Prime multimedia players are. Been a lot of talk in the industry about them. There's a lot of good people getting behind them as well. You really don't understand how amazing these are until you physically see them in the flesh, because believe me, the pictures don't do them justice. The build quality on them is just amazing, but there's some little things that without kind of really seeing and playing with them, you just don't realize what they're capable of. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight in. You'll notice, first of all, no CD slot on the front. After all, who plays CD now in this day and age? Not that many, I don't think. So plug a USB stick in here. You'll notice on here you've got your source select, so you've got USB, SD, and most importantly, network as well. So I've only had to put one USB stick in the SC5000 Prime on this side. The other one, because I've got player 1 here, player 2 here, I can access the files on that stick from this stick as well, which is something that people will be used to now with the Pioneer CDJs. But there's some really cool features on here which kind of set these apart from Pioneer, to be quite honest. So jumping in, I can go on here to folder. Now, all my songs have been through Rekordbox. However, that doesn't mean that I can't play them on here. You'll notice if you've Rekordbox stuff in the past, it creates a directory on your USB stick called contents. If I go into the contents folder, you'll see on here all of my folders. And then if I go into a folder, then the track will be within there. So if I jump to that, I can load that to the deck, and you'll notice a waveform comes up straight away. Now, what you'll see below here is it building the waveform at the bottom. Now, when that completes, which does not take long at all, you will find that this has analysed that MP3 file or that WAV file or whatever on the unit itself. You do not need to run it through a form of software on your computer to allow you to get the waveform on the unit. So basically, it's done away with the need, as with Rekordbox, for you to analyze your files beforehand. You are just literally plugging a stick in and away you go. So that has now finished building, and you'll notice on the waveform above it, it's set the beat grid and everything. And look, it is bang on as well. So go to the beginning of the track. That is right on the kick. So accurately analyzed waveform from the get-go. Not had to put it through the computer. I know I'm going over the same point again and again here, but for me it's such a big deal, the fact that it's done it on the unit. So yeah, wow. What I'm going to go and show you now is something else which has absolutely blown my mind. Now, I've got 2 decks here, or have I? I've actually got 4, because on the back of these units, you'll notice here there's a layer button. What's that for? You can have 2 tracks playing from the same deck. Not just 2 tracks playing from the same deck though, you can have 2 tracks playing from the same deck with separate audio outputs. So I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and lift this up now. You will notice there's 2 lots of audio outputs. Now that means 2 sets of phono cables are coming out of this unit to then basically 2 sets of phonos are coming out of this unit to then connect into the mixer. So you'll notice at the back of the mixer here that we have 4 phono cables plugged in. That's because we've got 2 coming out of here and 2 coming out of there. So this is a 4-deck setup. So channel 1 is the deck that I'm playing at the moment. If I press the layer button, we can now go and browse and find another track basically. So I'm going to go back into here. I've analysed a couple of tracks already, so we're just going to load one of those up. So now you'll see at the bottom, we've got two waveforms. Now you'll see this little white line here is moving along. So we can see at what point in the track we are on that particular track. Now on this other track, I'm going to jump back to the beginning. Into low one, so 123.5 on the BPM. I'm being cheeky here and not using headphones. And you'll see as soon as I start queuing up, you won't hear it at the moment. Second channel of audio is going because the second layer is coming out of the other set of outputs. So there you go. So that's two tracks coming from the one deck. Now another thing worth noting here is this track, that first track that I played didn't have artwork with the release. This one has. So the artwork from that track will actually show in the middle of the player. And I don't know if you can see from the video how crystal clear the quality of that artwork is. Again, I mean, just look at the waveform, look how smooth it is. We can zoom right out, right in. Being able to do little things, not I say effects, but manipulations of the track as well. So you've got auto beat loop here. You'll notice as I roll it, you can see the value of the loop. So press that in, it's activated the loop, perfectly set loop there. I can adjust it just by circling in and out. Right, on top of that, okay, yeah, you've got hot cues and everything normally on CD. Look at the number that we have on here. So we can set multiple cues. Again, quantize function. So if I hit it slightly out, it's going to move the cue point to the snap on the grid. I can turn quantize off just by tapping there. So touch screen, now it's active again. No matter how fast I press that, it's only going to trigger on the beat because quantize is on. If I turn it off, and I can trigger it as quickly as I want now. So that's kind of covers hot cues, but look, I mean, we've got 8 hot cues there. Loop. Like, loop works in 2 different ways. When it's blue, it's manual, so press 1 and then press again. Now I'm going to deliberately do this a little bit out, turn quantize off. That's not a perfect loop because I've intentionally hit it out of time. Okay, so if I press loop again and it goes green, now we have auto loops. Now I haven't got quantize active, so it's not done it perfectly on a beat, but if I put quantize on, now it's perfectly on beat. Now we've also got a roll feature. Now the great thing with this roll feature is if I'm in a loop already and then I go to roll, I can do rolls within the loop and it won't deactivate that loop. So you'll see the loop's still going, not coming out of the loop because we're still there. Go back to loop, deactivate that loop now, and then slicer, which you might be familiar with from say Serato, where it allows you to chop up from within a loop. So this really is just kind of scratching the surface here of what you can do with the Denon SC5000 Prime. Now, one last thing I just want to go over. I mean, as I say, only really scratching the surface. If I want to load from this deck a track to then pull up on here, I can select that as being the source and load another track onto here now. So now we're on channel 3, so we've got those first two on channel 1 and 2. We come to channel 3 on here. It's actually on channel 4, sorry, because of the layer that I'm on. Now, what's really cool, if you want to pan the camera down, you'll see now, if I yank out this USB stick, oh wow, it's still playing. on both decks. Now I'm messing around with stuff here just to show that I can still do anything I want in terms of messing around with stuff. I mean, I can really go in and mess stuff up now. It's still going to carry on playing from where it was. If I plug the USB stick back in, now if you look up here, you'll see it's kind of greyed out, but it's not affecting me. I can adjust the pitch. If I take key lock off, make any changes I want, no USB stick in. Plug the USB stick back in and now watch the waveform. I come back out of that and it's come back because the USB stick is back in. And I've not lost anything. That other track is still playing on the other deck. So even though I pull the USB stick out of there, the other deck is still playing from that deck where the USB stick has been pulled out. That is amazing. So that is the Denon SC5000 Prime. We've not really looked at the X1800 Prime yet, but we will in a separate video. So yeah, absolutely buzzing about these new units from Denon DJ. Any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and we hope to hear from you soon.